guys, y'all know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent Big Ugly himself, Omari Ellis Feo Grande on YouTube, and I'm here once again with my boy Superjaz. Yeah, Superman that pose. We are here.
Ham Superjaz that pose. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Cranking the RoboCop. Anyway, we are going
okay.
continuing the song or whatever. And now I completely threw myself off. Anyhow, we are here talking about DBZ stuff today because, you know, we finished the series and the movies and stuff. We were kind of in between thinking about other stuff to do for the channel, but then Jazz calls me up with an idea. You want to tell people the idea you had, Jazz?
So, the idea, right? Like he said, we finished watching all of Super, the last big thing on Super, one of the main focal points for the second half of the entire series, basically, is the Tournament of Power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we watched it, loved the Tournament of Power, both of us, and I had the idea that, let's say, the two of us, being the big fans of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Universe, Dragon Ball Super as we are, we have to make our own team for the Tournament of Power. Now, the guidelines are we can only pick people who were in the Tournament of Power itself, and we each came up with, so we can't pick somebody like, say, Brawly, even though he might be canon. We can't pick, you know, somebody from fucking GT. GT didn't even exist in Super, but we can't pick somebody like fucking like what Baby or Omega Shenron or some shit. Another thing is if you want to get a fusion, you have to get all of the people who are part of said fusion to get the fusion. You don't get the fusion as one. So I forget what it was, but when the robots fused, you had to get all four people. You want to get Kefla, you got to do Caulifla and Kale. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's how we're doing it. We each came up with a list of 10, and through our list of 10, we are going to narrow it down. You can use any universe's combatants. We're going to narrow down our list to one list of 10 between Feo Grande, Superjazz's universe, to have one universe to compete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Anyway, we're here.
Right when I took a
Gotta
sip.
stay on your toes.
What the fuck? Oh, shit.
I don't know what that
was.
3
years of counting, everybody. I'll still choose this shit. Anyway.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about the teams, and might as well, since you know you're the guest on the channel / mainstay on the channel. Let's be honest, but you're the guest on the channel. I'll go ahead and edit with your idea. I'll let you start first with your first combatant for your team. We'll go back and forth on this.
All right. Now, off camera, my boy, right, my dude Pete said, I think I'm gonna go ahead because we're gonna make a list of how many people we agree on between the two of us, and then if we have more than 10, we're gonna narrow it down to an ultimate 10, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Pete says, I'm gonna go ahead and put down two people that I already think we're gonna say because we didn't discuss these lists off camera,
right?
So I'm gonna put down two people that I think we're just gonna have just collectively. And I'm debating on if I'm going to say who I already know who we're going to have, or if I'm going to say somebody else.
You can say whoever you want. Whether I'm right now or right at the end of the video, it doesn't matter.
I will say this too. One other thing I said. Between our two lists, because I do have the page open online with all the combatants, the other thing I didn't say was if we have somebody that is not on our list that we came up with when we were away, but somebody who still competed in the tournament, we can go ahead and be like, "Ooh, shit, I didn't think of so-and-so, put them on too."
Yeah.
If we decide. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to kick it off. I'm not going to say super duper obvious, but I am going to say, I said in the motherfucking reviews that we were doing, and if I didn't, I should have, but I'm pretty sure I did, the Trio of Danger, the one motherfucker. Now, it was supposed to be Bergamo that was the strongest. I don't give a shit. Basil, the kicker, is the best out of them three. Basil is the first motherfucker on my list.
All right, Basil. I personally don't. He's probably the best out of Universe 9.
Because people would say Bergamo. Fucking Basil. Basil was fucking shit up with them kicks.
He's the best out of Universe 9. I did not have him on my list by default. And do I want him over anybody else on my list? Not really.
So you wouldn't even put him on the.
I put him on the thing just for the ultimate list. We can take people off and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna put him on the list as a consider for the end.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that you're gonna consider Basil. Basil's not a fuck him, get him out of here.
No.
Are we considering Basil?
Yeah, I'll consider Basil.
Basil's not a hell yeah, I agree. Basil's the I'll consider.
Basil is definitely I'll consider.
Basil is like this. For me, this is Basil on my 10. Whoever my anchor is, I'm not giving any more people away. But if it's a relay race, Basil is you start us off to get us as far ahead as possible. That is my shit with Basil. With this.
Why? Because he eliminated the first person that got eliminated in the tournament. So you're like,
maybe
you start us off. Now he eliminated a bitch that only really got eliminated because she forgot she could fly.
Hey, I'm not disclosing the rest of my list.
You ain't got her on your fucking.
I don't have Riley. I only know Riley's name because I'm looking at the fucking page.
I only know it because of editing.
Right, fuck. Yeah. But no, I mean that might be part of the reason. But no, bro, Basil was fucking shit up.
Yeah, he
Boo came along, which was funny, but still.
He only fought Boo, and okay, all right. Basil's legit. He's the only one out of the trio of danger to get an elimination. So for that, good on him.
Because I could have put Lavender on the list. That would have been funny, but no, I don't know.
Lavender's probably my favorite of the three. Basil might be legit.
Likes, I give you that.
Yeah, Basil might be the most legit, but Lavender's my dude. That dude's just fucking hilarious. He's so obviously him.
Okay, so we got Basil on the list as like not a definite, but we'll consider ultimately. Who does Pete Fail Grande have?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Jiren. I want Jiren. Why wouldn't I want Jiren? He's
something's telling me you don't have to type because you already did. No shit. Yes, Jiren.
Jiren. He's Jiren. Do we need to explain?
We need to explain why. If you haven't seen the show, see the show.
Superjaz. Do I need to explain to you why the guy who's an allegory for Superman is on the team?
Well, in that case, if it's my turn, if we're talking about allegory for Superman, maybe we can take the other allegory
for Superman
and say Goku.
Oh boy, look at that. Like I said, it didn't matter when I was right. It's just that I was right. Yeah, we got Goku and Jiren on the team.
Now the full list can actually begin. We can actually play now.
Yeah.
I will say this. I was thinking, I was fighting myself, but I was like, man, I don't want to be obvious and put Goku on this list. But you're a dumbass if you don't.
Motherfucking Ultra Instinct ass Goku.
What the fuck?
Mr. Most eliminations in the tournament Goku.
Every transformation stronger than the fucking last, and this man has like 1 billion of them. Come on now. All right, now we can actually play.
That we can, and with that, I say Vegeta.
See.
That's right. Yeah.
Put Vegeta on consider, obviously. But I'm not. No. Because we ain't about to put any words in my mouth that I didn't say. I am not saying that I do not want Vegeta on the ultimate list, but I am saying that on my list, I did not put him on there.
You think there are 8 people at this tournament?
I'm not
stronger than Vegeta?
I'm not saying.
Yes, I'm a Vegeta fanboy, people at home.
You are a Vegeta fanboy.
I am unashamedly a Vegeta fanboy. That said, I have stated, you wouldn't know it as much watching these reviews of Dragon Ball Super because I go out of my way to point out how much stronger Goku is, or the fact that Goku is always stronger than Vegeta. So I'm not delusional with my Vegeta fanboyism and being like, oh, he's stronger than Goku. No. That motherfucker's still the second strongest in Universe 7, outside of Beerus the Destroyer. But, and even then, Universe 17. And then, even then, that's made with fan bases out there.
What about the bottom line
is, what about Gohan? What about Gohan?
Continue. I should not have interrupted something so asinine.
What about Gohan? Pour one out for Gohan.
Speaking of the next on my list, now.
But yeah, the fact that you, I mean, like I said, I put them on as a consideration for you, as you suggested. But I am interested in the rest of your list. If all these people are stronger than Vegeta,
I'm not disagreeing that Vegeta should not be on the ultimate list. But
no, I understand. I just want to hear the 8 people you think are stronger than Vegeta.
See, you do this word twisting word in my mouth that I didn't say shit. I never said they were going to say 8 people stronger than Vegeta. I'm just saying if I got people representing me, I'm not necessarily sure out of the 80 that I want Vegeta to necessarily be one of them.
Your survival is on the line.
And that's why Basil is going to start off. He going to run ahead and that shit on the track.
Whis ain't going to Basil's wife and making her give birth 9 months earlier because he's that desperate to have that motherfucker on the team.
That's not fair. That's not the same universe.
But
so of course Whis isn't. He's not the same universe.
Whis wasn't going nowhere. Well, I guess the point I'm saying is that's how important it was. They were like, wait.
Am I saying Basil stronger than Vegeta? No. Okay? Because then I'd be a dumb fuck. All right?
I'd be a dumb out of destruction.
Shall we move on, or do we want to keep going?
All right. We can move on.
So far we said Basil, Jiren, Goku, Vegeta.
Yes.
Okay. We haven't had anybody who's a definite get the fuck out of here. I am gonna say for my next one, Dispo.
I will agree with you on Dispo. By the way,
you don't have Dispo on your list. I'm surprised.
No, well, you cut me off. I said I will agree with you on Dispo. I had 9 people before we started recording. I had 9 people, and I'm like, you know what? I decided on my 10th, and you're like, oh, don't change it after the video starts. And I said I'm gonna type it out. That's what I typed was Dispo.
Okay.
I was trying to decide between him and a couple other people, but at the end of the day, you know, we already got Superman on the team. I might as well have the guy based on the Flash put on there too. By the way, supposedly everybody from the Pride Troopers is based off of DC people and DC superheroes and shit.
Who the fuck is Top based off of?
Supposedly. This is the main one that I'm like, Batman. Supposedly he's based off of Batman.
How?
I don't know.
He's more like the Hulk or the Thing, which is Marvel.
I wouldn't say he's that because he's too smart. He's not Bergy enough.
But I say Hulk because
how strong and big he is.
The second he got angry, he got big.
Well, people said it had something to do with like the justice and the whatever aspect of it. I'm like, whatever. I don't know how he's Batman, but everybody else seems to make sense. So whatever. And then, you know, you got the God of Destruction there, and his that looks like a clown to be Joker and his female Harley Quinn assistant. So I get the idea, but and Casserole Cyborg.
Okay.
Anyway.
So far we got Jiren, Goku, and Dispo that we've agreed on.
Yes. Because I will agree with Dispo.
Who is your next person?
All right. Top. Speaking of the man himself, and speaking of the Pride Troopers, let's get all 3 of them in here. Top. Because of, similar to Vegeta, like, I don't think, well, let's see, Goku, Vegeta, Jiren. So top would be the 4th strongest there. Yeah, I don't think there are 7 people stronger than top in this tournament. That will go ahead of him.
Not saying like get him the fuck out of here, but not on my list.
Yeah, it's on the top as a consideration. All right. I am very curious about this list of yours.
Now, there's one motherfucker on this list where I'm like, I needed a person I didn't know. Okay, so should I throw that person out? The person where I was just like, I could see this working.
I want to hear your entire list.
Talking to me like I am the dumbest motherfucker that has ever lived.
Not so much that you are dumb, you are interesting. You're different. It's something to be explored, and I have to know why. Because like I don't.
In my brain.
Yes, because you think so differently. I think that's the best way to say it. You think so differently, and I want to understand and hear explanations.
I'll say this, right? The one person I have on my list where I was like, if this worked, it would work beautifully, but you would need to make it work. If it worked, it'd be good, but you need to make it work. Automagetta.
Automagetta?
Mm-hmm. The clankety clank robot.
Is his first Auto part of his name?
Auta, A-U-T-A. According to, they called him Magetta, but according to the list of all the people online, like Tien is Tien Shinhan.
Yeah.
But Magetta. The only reason I say if you make it work is you had to find a way to cover his ears with the shit. But otherwise, yes.
Yeah, but my whole thing is if not for the fact that all you gotta do is talk shit to him.
Yeah. I want him on the list, but I mean, how do you feel about are we bending the rules to say that it's possible to give him like earplugs to make him be on the team? Is that too rule bendy?
I don't know about too rule bendy, but because I don't know how cool the Xenos would find the earplugs. Because you gotta remember, the earplugs I guess technically wouldn't be allowed unless the Xenos find it cool.
Yeah, because it's not a part of him initially.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's why.
And now I will give you credit with the whole. I have never heard anybody say that. I have heard someone say they would put Magetta on the team because he's like non-organic or whatever. And they also mentioned when I brought up the whole talking shit, he's like, well, what if they don't know that's his weakness? What I will say is Vegeta didn't know that back in the back in the U6 arc. And still ended up finding it and winning.
The average motherfucker, if they're fighting you, whether they think that your weakness is talk shit or not, is going to talk shit to you while they fight you.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not saying Magetta.
You do not need Magetta on the list.
Yeah.
I would love Magetta to be on the list if it wasn't for the talk shit. And you're right, the earplug thing is technically foreign from him, unfortunately. Magetta would be cool if it wasn't for that. So that is my first, I don't care, we get him the fuck out of here.
All right. Now, for a power wise / also strategery wise,
oh Lord,
hit.
Oh yeah, I knew you. See, this is the one thing, right? And I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. This is the one thing, right? When I was coming up with my motherfucking list, I was like, I know Pete. First of all, this dude got a hard on for Vegeta, and then secondly, he fucking loved the shit out of fucking Hit. And I was like, I was out of spite trying not to pick Hit, but I couldn't deny it. Yeah, of course.
He's one of the realest there.
Out of spite, I was trying not to pick Hit.
But you did have Hit?
Yeah, I have Hit. Okay. I didn't not pick Vegeta out of spite, but I was trying to not pick Hit out of spite. I'll say that. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Frieza.
Got him.
Oh shit. It's funny how if you want to live, your lists look real similar, don't they?
I'm like,
funny how if your fucking survival's on the line, a lot of stuff is very similar just to a lot of other things. All right, go ahead.
So
we got 3 left.
3 of the final 4 people are on our list. I'm gonna go.
Goku Jiren.
Yep. You know who else was in the final four?
Somebody not on my list.
But you know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yes. The winner of the Tournament of Power.
Now, just because he won,
Android 17.
Just because he won, yeah, Android 17. Just because he won,
the shipmaster himself.
Fucking Captain 17.
Captain 17.
Just because he won the Tournament of Power doesn't mean if things would be different that he would always win. Even though that sounds dumb to say. It sounds very stupid to say.
No, I know what you mean. I will say. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not completely feeling 17.
Okay. Yes, I get it. You also don't think Vegeta's that strong. So
I know
17. The main reason I picked 17 is because despite him not being despite him not being quite as strong as everybody else, can't deny his resourcefulness, his like he didn't want the fucking chicks to transform. He ain't about letting people transform. He is the serious business do shit. That infinite energy shit of his came through hella fucking hard on numerous occasions with those fucking energy force fields where he's just like, I'm gonna block everything and survive like as much as he could. And then, so I said 17 primarily because even if he ain't as strong as a Goku or a Jiren, we can at least agree that they are stronger than 17. Even if he's not as strong as those two, he still was able to contend and stay in there with all of them. And when all you got to do is not get your ass knocked out the ring, not to mention, I think there were a couple times where he put people in a force field and tossed their ass out in the ball, or 18 might have done that.
I was about to say, why didn't you put his fucking sister in there then?
One of the people I was debating in the Dispo spot was 18, but I said Dispo.
Put 18 on my list. I'm sorry,
but I said Dispo. Well, I said 18. I was gonna say 18 because especially if teamed with 17, she could do that. Also, 18 eliminated Ribrianne.
Fuck Ribrianne.
Who's the realest person from Universe 2.
Fuck Ribrianne. 17. I'm 17 is a consider.
All right.
I'm not gonna put people on the list just because.
No, I get you.
They, blasted. But 17. Okay. Next person. Now you're gonna think, what the fuck is wrong with my best friend when I say this next person? But hear me out, because like I said to you when I came up with the idea, look at your face. Like I said to you when I came up with the idea, I said we can put people on the list because however they did in the tournament does not have to be conducive to how they would do in this fantasy tournament.
Okay.
If given the right circumstances and he didn't fight like a dumbass, the mom would probably do pretty fucking good.
The mom?
The bug dude that they thought was an invisible fighter.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know if you were going to say invisible dude or bug dude.
The bug dude who they thought was invisible.
Well, kinda. But at the same time, they figured out. Who do you eliminate? He eliminated somebody, I think.
Piccolo?
Was it Piccolo? Okay.
If he didn't eliminate Piccolo, he took Piccolo to task for a second and they figured it out. But he did eliminate somebody. I forget who.
Gotcha. No, Piccolo might have been who he eliminated because Piccolo was trying to sense his energy and then swing at him.
Right. They thought that he was an invisible fighter.
So I see what you mean when it comes to you sense the energy and you can't find him, and if he plays his cards right, he'd be good. At the same time, he played him pretty fucking well, but Mr. Not Good Enough 17 is the one that deduced, just like, oh wait, this little guy over here, big. That's the problem. That's why we can do it. So it just took him a second to think. All it took was seeing a couple people get eliminated for that to happen. The only other thing I can think of for like him or even the invisible dude for that matter is they just stay hiding and never attack anybody.
Fuck the invisible dude. He wasn't shit.
Like, if they never attack anybody and hide the whole time, and then, like, when it's just one of your people and somebody else in the ring and you get, like, a double elimination at the end, cool. And then you're like, haha, I was here. Which is what they should have done. Now, granted, when Top went all crazy and Jiren and Goku and Vegeta start blowing up the rest of the ring, there's less places to hide. So there's that.
Still, I agree with you. What they should have done, which is why I say if they play their fucking cards right, he could be the fucking wild card, dark horse, so to speak. Oh shit, we getting fucked up. Oh no, universe SJ has no one left. Why have they not all disappeared yet? You know. Are you saying get him the fuck out of here, or are
I'm putting him on a consider thing?
Okay.
Because I don't know.
I straight up thought.
Because I feel like if he were to last till the end because he was hiding, eventually somebody will find him. Like, let's say that it's not a double elimination and he happens to, you know, Miz or somebody at a Royal Rumble come in. Ha I was faking an injury the whole time. Let's say he can't do that. Or let's say he tries to do that and then, like, Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, or some other S tier turns around and looks at him like, psych, you thought, and toss his ass right the fuck out.
Oh, it could easily happen.
So that's why I'm like, oh, I don't see him standing up to any of the real ones once they know his gimmick.
I would say, because your whole thing is like the real one thing, I would say he's not a real one. He's a sneaky one.
He is, but...
And the sneaky
I don't know if he outpowers Jiren, for instance. Like, let's say Jiren, being Jiren...
That's not happening.
Especially if we're not counting, you know, random turny bullshit that happened. So Goku doesn't go Ultra Instinct 5 times. And...
right.
And Jiren's just allowed to be Jiren. I don't see Dimbum pushing his ass off. No matter how much of a drop he has on him. Because it's fucking Jiren.
But... First of all, Jiren is on our team. But
well, that is also true. Well, 17 would be too.
No, but Jiren is definitely on our fucking team. But if he wasn't on our team, let's say 9 other people, the mom might do some cutting shit and at least get 3 of them out of there because they weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the way I look at that.
Gotcha.
But we already got him on to consider. So who is your third to last person you throwing out, my man?
So I have 2 names left on my list. And one of them I will go ahead and put on here. And you can probably guess the other one. Now, I told you that a certain god had one of the best ideas when it came to a crunch time of, oh my god, I need to put together a team. And I said this god had the best idea I could think of in an emergency. Do you know who that was and what he did?
No,
it was a certain fat god of destruction, and his idea was get more fucking Saiyans, and that turned out to be the best idea he had. So I have Caulifla as one of my last 2. So yeah, Caulifla.
Well, see, because this is the thing. When we were coming up, I'm gonna go right into mine. When we were coming up with the list idea,
mm-hmm.
and we were saying, oh, you know, if you want the fusion, like I said at the beginning of this, the fusion doesn't count as one. You have to get all of the participants in the fusion. Right. So we wanted to get the robot people, which would have been stupid, too much reliability to make 4 motherfucking people like take a 4 fucking entrance. Clearly nobody did that. But we were like, we said that you couldn't do the fusion unless you did it the way they did it, which is to have all the participants in the fusion
mm-hmm.
take up the places
in
the team.
Yeah.
And I was writing this down and I was like, damn, they both were fucking shit up, but is that stupid? because I'm giving up 2 places. Clearly, great minds think alike. Because I said cauliflower and kale.
All right, yes, kale was the other one. Because I thought about it. I'm like, even before the fuse, they started wrecking some shit. Like
I thought the same way.
And they were just leveling up like Saiyans do.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even as much shit as we give Kaba in one of those videos, I think he got like 3 or 4 eliminations in the Tournament of Power.
He was definitely
he was wrecking some shit as well, and he's the weakest of the U6 Saiyans. And my thing is, when you think about what actually stopped Kefla? Goku and Jiren. Who's already on our team? Goku and Jiren.
Goku had to go Ultra Instinct.
Yes.
And what did I say?
To defeat the Christmas beam.
What did I say in the review? Shout out to the female Saiyans, man. Our first time seeing them, and they fucked shit up. I was like, am I dumb for doing this? But what if I told you? So I'm picking. Who the fuck is this? Bororetta, Koitsukai, Pensia, and whoever the fuck. I'm picking all 4 of them.
From Universe 3 to make Anna-Laza.
That'd be dumb as shit because I would have wasted 6 of my shits.
I
know you would not have agreed with that.
I'd be like, well, you see, I have the group that beat Anna-Laza on my team. I'd rather just have the people that teamed up to beat it, except for Gohan. I don't have Gohan. There we go. So we agreed on Kefla, right?
Well, Kale and probably a little bit, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying the 2 of them. So give me a second here.
I was definitely saying that.
Saying.
Oh, you said it too. But I was definitely saying that our list would probably look pretty similar.
All right. So the people that we fully agreed on, we have Goku, Jiren, Dispo, Hit, Frieza, Kefla.
So we got 3 people that we need to. I told you the only reason I didn't want to pick Hit was just because I knew you would pick him, but didn't make sense to not pick his ass.
Yeah,
we have 3 slots we have to decide out of 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 people. Yeah, we have 5 people left to fill 3 slots. Those 5 people are Basil, Vegeta, Top, 17, and Demon.
Demon, whatever. Yeah. I am perfectly fine if we don't pick Damon, whatever his name is. I would like him to be in there as like a fucking Dark Horse wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I would like him to be in there like that. But I understand ultimately we don't have to pick him.
Gotcha.
What are you thinking about him?
Here, I will be willing, at least, and just for the sake of making sure things are a bit more fair, and it's not like I got 3 people in this last 5 and you got 2.
If it comes that way, it comes that way.
I will drop out. I will be willing to drop out 17 if you don't want
them. If we needed to discuss it more, yeah. But at the moment, I'm not just like I need 17.
All right, so 17's out.
But like I said, I will say that if you have more people,
I don't want Demon. I don't want Demon and Basil. I will say.
Why not? Because I get what you're getting at. I feel like it, but explain why.
All right, look. I get if you don't think. Okay, you obviously don't think Vegeta's one of the weakest people here. But no. I don't know what it is you think that he's lacking, whether if it's battle experience or battle strategy or anything like that. I get what you're saying there. But him and Top both being second only to Goku and Vegeta at this tournament. I don't see how we could just get rid of the 2 of them for Basil and Demon.
I'm okay with getting Damon the fuck out of here. Like I said,
right.
I'm in it, but I'm okay. I see the last 3 like this. Basil, Vegeta top. You just want 17 in that motherfucker.
In all honesty, that's not even it. I'll agree with the Vegeta top. For me, who do you want more, Basil or Demo?
And again, I don't want you to feel like you have.
Oh no. I'm. This is making a team we agree on. If I'm talking about my own team, I already gave people my own team, and I wouldn't waver on my own team. This is our team.
Like I said, I don't want you to feel like you got to. Like we can discuss it. But if we got one more slot, who do I want more? Basil, bro.
You want Basil more than Demo?
Yeah, Basil. Right. Shit.
I wasn't sure if you wanted him for the dark horse thing that you wanted.
It ain't that serious.
Gotcha.
I like the idea of it. It ain't that damn serious.
All right. So there you guys have it. Just so you guys can hear at home, our team: Goku and Jiren, because who wouldn't? Dispo, Hit, Frieza, Cauliflower, Kale, Vegeta, Top, Basil.
You said Basil like you mad the motherfucker. Wait a minute.
I'm not mad.
You don't have to put Basil if you don't want him. Are you perfectly fine with this list?
It is our list.
On a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being your happiest, 100 being your happiest, how do you feel about this list?
10. No.
Damn.
I'm kidding. It's not that bad. No, I'm a good, 80, 90, around that area. I won't say 100%, but I'm okay with this. It'll work.
Is one of the main reasons that you're not happy because of Basil? I can do it 80, 90. That is basically
I'm good enough,
We got the list. The list is 80,
list.
90 is fine. But
maybe he can throw some wrenches in there. We weren't looking at. To be fair to Basil, he was eliminated by Goku and Vegeta, along with the other 2 trio of dangers.
It's one of the main reasons, though, that you're not happy with the list. His ass.
I mean,
just be honest, we
Basil,
got the list.
Basil. Like, if you would ask me,
I don't give a fuck. Basil is
my all-star list from the Tournament of Power. Basil wouldn't be on it. He gets the honorary mention for first elimination. But
my list from the Tournament of Power, like I said, Automageddon was the only one where I was like, if we don't have him, fuck him. But y'all heard my list. Basil, man, I'm telling you, Basil is, if we run a relay race, Basil is the person you put out there to get as much far ahead as you need. Then you put Jiren as the anchor just in case you lagging. That's how I see it. So, yeah.
Yeah, but...
Basil.
I like Top and Basil. All right, so that's our team.
And then just real quick before we close out, it's funny that Jiren, Goku, Dispo, Hit, Frieza, Kale, Cauliflower are 7 motherfuckers that we all agreed on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I only had a guarantee in my head of 3, and I was wrong about the 3.
You thought I was gonna pick Vegeta?
Yeah, I figured third strongest dude there. It made sense, but apparently not. So
Basil's not stronger than Vegeta. No.
No, they're on the same team right now. Like I said, I wasn't gonna let Basil and Dimba be on there if it meant Vegeta was off of it. I'm like, no, I can only accept one of these motherfuckers.
What if it was
like I'll give up 17 for Basil or something? I'm not giving. It's like
what if it was Basil and Demam and then Vegeta?
It's too good.
That's the last 3.
It's too good. What, instead of Top? It's real hard.
Or 17. I'm fucking with you.
Like with Vegeta and Top, like when those 2 are the other 2 options, it's like, I don't know how I would go with that.
No, it doesn't make sense to not necessarily have Top.
Because they're not even like stupid. Like Top and Vegeta aren't even stupid. Like they're both great fighters as well as being stupidly powerful. So it was like, oh, they've got the strategy part down too. I don't know why you wouldn't want them.
Did you even look at a full list of all combatants when you were making your list?
All combatants?
Yeah.
I was editing / am editing while we're recording this, the Tournament of Power. So seeing a lot of the names and stuff for people, that's how I know more names than I thought I would end up knowing because I had to fucking put them into the video. But it's like, okay, this person, and then it's like, wait, this person didn't do anything. I will tell you the people that I was deciding between, because I told you I had a ninth spot. I had 9 people. My 9 people were pretty much everybody out on my team but Dispo. So Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, Cauliflower, Top 17, Hit, Frieza. I had pretty much decided on those 9 before I was done with the phone conversation where Superjaz brought this topic up to me.
Yeah, which was like, I was like, this motherfucker. But yeah.
The 10th spot, I was like, okay, what can we do? There's Dispo, who is Dispo, and he's really fucking fast. I thought about Ribrianne because she's, strongest person from Universe 11 to Mirror Universe.
I consider Ribrianne.
But I was like, but she lost to 18, and I could say 18 teaming with 17 because they make a damn good team when they do team up, and 18's got her own body bag of eliminations from the tournament as well, including Ribrianne. So I was like 18, Dispo, Ribrianne, and I'm like Universe 4. Who do they got that's a real one? Or that I would like? Yeah, I want that dude in there. And aside,
Gano.
Yeah, the bird dude, Gano. Yeah, there's like him. Yeah, but I would rather have 18 Ribrianne Dispo than him. So no one really from Universe 4, unless you can put Kitella in there for me to fucking laugh the whole time.
Fuck.
Actually, wait, no, Demon's from Universe 4, right? Because that's some cheaty ass shit.
That's why I was saying. That's the only reason I put him on the list.
He's Universe 4 too. You know Universe 4 when you just think, oh, they were doing some cheaty ass shit.
They were doing some cheaty shit.
Universe 2 was cheating too with the fucking sniper pair.
Oh yeah.
Bouncing
it off the dude.
Yeah. But Universe 4 was the cheatiest because look at him.
Invisible and like this microscopic might as well be invisible.
Yeah. So unless I was thinking some cheaty shit, I wouldn't have looked at Universe 4.
That's the only reason I looked at
Universe 6. We had already list of people that I'm like, who do I want for Universe 6? Sorry, Kava, not you. I don't want to. I'm not gonna make the 10th person yet another say it. I can put someone on there better than Kappa. I could put Gohan on there better than Kappa, if we're being honest. There's your what about Gohan. He's better than Kappa.
What about Gohan? What about Gohan?
There's your what about Gohan. He's better than Kappa. I will gladly go on record saying that. I doubt anyone would disagree. So Universe 7, the majority of my fucking team is Universes 6, 7, and 11. Actually, yeah. I think the totality of the team is Universes 6, 7, and 11. Oh, no, we got Basil, so...
Bruh, stop making...
No, he's not Universe 6, 7, or 11. We got Basil.
You said Basil?
Say that's our whole team. I'm like, oh, wait, we've got Basil, so...
I'm just laughing because you're saying Basil like this. You said Basil. You don't even know you're doing it. It's Basil.
Oh, yeah, we got Basil.
This was my original list when I was just picking people. I looked at the full list of everybody because I wanted to try to be as like openly fair as possible. Go ahead.
Universe 10, there was that guy Gohan beat that he was the last person to lose in Universe 10 and he drops a locket. He's the last guy beaten from Universe 10. He's like a gray dude. No, he's like a gray dude that Gohan was fighting. He drops his locket. And Gohan sees the guy's family's locket disappear. and all that shit. That guy put up a fight, and my roommate was talking. He was saying he might even go for that dude because that dude was like pretty much carrying Universe 10 on his shoulders, and he pretty much just ran out of energy.
Omni,
yeah.
Yeah.
That dude.
That was a heavy ass part in the show when they fucking.
That dude was another consideration for my list. So as far as did I just go universes 6, 7, and 11, I did for the majority, but there were other spots considered.
You told your roommate we were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what I was saying. Like with the Magetta thing earlier, he did mention the Magetta as a possible thing.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, so I will say at least with Magetta, someone else mentioned it, but
I'm fine.
Having had time to think about it, I still would say no to Magetta.
Talk shit thing is too much of a liability.
Mm.
But yeah, so my original list, like I said, I opened up the full page of everybody, and because I want to be as fair as I could before I got rid of everybody. So I had Jiren, Dispo, Basil, Frieza, Kale, Cauliflower, Demum. Then I was like, Zhenka. Whatever the fuck that motherfucker's name is, the spike dude with the targets on his face. Wasn't that the one that was like doing the mirror?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Shits? Like you said,
the illusion dude.
Universe 4 was fucking cheating as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, yo, we might need some cheating motherfuckers.
The cheating motherfuckers things is a strategy. That's why I wasn't too thrown off by the Dimum. I was just like,
I picked the illusion dude, but then I was like, get that little fucking short motherfucker out of here. Them illusions didn't do shit.
They really didn't.
It's like, oh, these illusions are nice. Bitch, get out of here.
They're like, yeah, but they're illusions. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's old school mastermind from X-Men.
Word. Okay. Then I had Kato Pesra, whatever his name is, a dude where he was like strong, powerful, like, you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah, Petra. Yeah.
But I was like, no, his fucking
he was a gimmick.
Cockiness. He wasn't even that good. Then his cockiness, he would fucking no.
Yeah.
And then as much as I say she wasn't shit, I considered Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie.
Having the trio. The Kamikaze Fireballs, as when I was edited, I found out is what their team is called. They're known as the Maidens and also the Kamikaze Fireballs.
Maidens makes more sense. The fuck? Kamikaze, what the hell? Okay. No,
it sounds cooler though.
I considered Ribrianne. It sounds better than Trio of Danger. I considered Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie, and I'm not gonna lie, I considered Kakunsa more so than the other three. It's gonna be serious. I'm serious.
She did the least.
Wasn't who's the one that was like wearing the green shit?
The cat chick?
Kakunsa, right?
Yeah, she did less than the other two.
I thought Kakunsa was fucking shit up. Ribrianne was fucking shit up the most.
Kakunsa, you know who fucked up Kakunsa? 17.
He fucked up all three of them. Okay. I considered Ganos. Okay, I considered Ganos. I considered Automageddon. I considered Hit. I considered for a second Frost. Because again, I was like the cunning. But then I was like, see, I was
what's better than one Frieza? Two Friezas. Oh wait.
I almost put Frost on the list, but because I was like, Frost cunning is shit. But then I was like, without the weapons, definitely goes down, as well as Frost was cunning, but Frost was stupid.
Yeah, Frost was gullible as shit.
Out here.
Frost don't even realize that Frieza gonna freeze. Hashtag Frieza gonna freeze.
You're gonna be mad at this next one. I considered Tout, but I didn't put him on the ultimate list.
No. I'm less mad than you would think.
I considered
at least the thought crossed your mind that yes, one of the most powerful motherfuckers in this tournament on God of Destruction level should possibly be on this team. At least that crossed your mind.
What if we get down to the wire? It gets all the way down to it, and then Top at the end doesn't get mad enough to where he says "fuck justice" and chooses to be a destroyer.
He's still one of the most powerful people in the fucking tournament.
This is true.
Remember, he was training to be a destroyer god. He just only thing that kept him was his willingness to use destruction energy. But aside from that, he still was wrecking shit. Like, he was still talking shit to Vegeta when they were doing one-on-one stuff. Now, eventually, he went all Destroyer, and then Vegeta went all Saiyan and outpowered him at the end of the day. But for a long time, he was just, Vegeta, you ain't shit. I don't want to fight the second banana. Well, you're the second banana in your own universe, whether you like it or not. What? And then eventually it took a bunch of fighting against Vegeta, then Frieza and 17 teaming up against him, and he's like, okay, fuck it. If I need to win this for my universe, I'm going all the fuck out, because fuck y'all. Also talking to Frieza, because Frieza will do that to you. Will just make you say, the hell with everything. This nigga needs to die.
Fabricated the ring, everything. I considered Master Roshi. Mm-hmm. But because I was like, man, Master Roshi strong fucking shit up. But then I was like, but Master Roshi could only go the distance but so far.
Yeah. That's why I said no. He's got the intelligence thing. And he's got the Mafuba. But he can only do that so many times.
That's what I say. And his endurance could only last but so long. Mm-hmm. So that's what got me. I considered 18.
But not 17.
And I considered 17.
Okay. But not 17?
I saved him for last to fuck with you. But no, I'm going to cover up my shit.
Yeah, your team.
But I considered 17.
Gotcha. That's fair. That is entirely fair. So, no, like, you made good. To be fair to you, you do make some points on like why you did it. Me, I was just thinking like,
who lasted the longest and is the strongest. That's what you were thinking.
Well, more just who's the strongest. Like, some of those people did, like, just about all of them did end up lasting long, but like, grand scheme of things, Kale and Cauliflower, no, they lasted pretty long. I was gonna say they didn't last that long, but they actually did. But they just wrecked so much faces. It's like, I guess, yeah, for me it was more strength as opposed to how long you lasted.
I can tell, yeah.
But the stronger ones did last long, so I'm like, all right, let me be honest. Because when I think survival on the line, yeah, the stratagem and stuff work, but for me it's more like, if the other people can't set up their stratagems, here you go. And just about everybody on my team was eliminated by other people on my team. So it's like, yeah, considering they pretty much bodied everybody else that wasn't already on our team, let's fucking go.
Well, I would say, like I say, like I was definitely thinking in some ways of strength doesn't always finish the job. You need a little bit of cunning.
17.
So that's why I did that.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I was like, yeah, 17, because, and that's why the point what I made with 17 was like, even if he's not the strongest,
good point.
He found a way.
Good point.
He found a way to make sure, hey, I'm staying in this fucking tournament. Even at that big ending with the double tackle out, the ground, I saw, like, looking at the replay, the ground technically fell out underneath 17. He just grabbed on and watched him, was like, take him out, and then climbed his ass back up there. So he still could have just been as easily eliminated, and we have like a fucking draw at the end, which would have been fucked up.
Oh, a draw.
Imagine he let go and fall in. Oh, I guess all the universe is gone.
Wouldn't that be a bitch? But yeah, we I guess I mean this video is going on long enough. So your channel,
True. Actually, it has. Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we got a good list. We got some strong people, but we also have some people who could do some, who could do the initial damage, and then the people who could handle it. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, as far as the start, granted, it's a free-for-all at the same time, but the start of that relay race, Basil's getting as much distance, for my analogy, Basil's getting as much distance to start. So yeah, you want to read the list one more time for the people?
Yeah. So one more time.
You think he's better?
So yeah, one more time for the people. The list that we have: Goku, Jiren, Dispo, Hit, Frieza, cauliflower, kale, Vegeta, top, basil. Didn't put any extra stink on it.
I was looking at your face to see what you would do.
Just said basil.
You did it.
So there we go. We got him on the team.
You couldn't do it 2 times in a row.
The second time I did go out of my way to like try and be like basil. But right. Yeah, so there you go.
Well, yeah, people in the comments, if you're commenting, give us your list.
Mm-hmm.
Your Tournament of Power universe, like top 10, not top 10, your 10 combatant list.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Links in the descriptions for where you can find us. And yeah, like you said, please comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, guys. You have a good one. Adios.